Welcome back to a special bonus episode of Bombchu. We've played another 10 games. We've just finished up episode 20.
Yeah, 20.
Woohoo!
Of 700.
700 something. So it's going quick.
It's fun though. We finally, I think, hit the good games, or the better games.
Some of them have been, we've hit, I think, some of our worst and some really amazing
better
ones here.
ones, yeah.
So.
Because I guess a lot of them were just launch titles we were playing in the first 10, like a good amount, and then now we've hit like November-ish of 1991, which has a lot more titles. And the future has way better ones, like the next 2 episodes are going to be interesting.
We're very excited about
those. So I mean, I'm definitely ready. I can tell you right now, a lot of the ones that used to be in there are no longer there. Like Chessmaster, it's gone. So.
Of course, yeah, Chessmaster's fun.
So you want to start off this time, and then we'll go back and forth that way?
Sure. Yeah. So for me, Chessmaster got knocked off. A few got knocked off, but my number 10 is actually one from this set, Paperboy 2.
Oh.
That actually somehow made it into my top 10. I didn't expect that, but I used to really hate Paperboy. Just I never really understood the appeal, and once I played it with Andron,
you learned the art of killing people.
Well, first I was actually kind of decent at getting the papers where they were supposed to be. It used to be I had a very hard time with that, and that stressed me out. So this time I was doing okay with that, but then Andron also showed me like how you're actually supposed to play the game, and it was a lot of fun. So I had a good time with that, and it was good enough compared to like some of the real crap from the first 10.
Yeah, there were a lot on there, and one game from the second 10 didn't even make it, but for my 10, which knocked out a lot of other shit, surprisingly, was Hole-in-One Golf, which I thought was going to be crappy. Like, honestly, I thought it was going to be probably the worst of the group, but playing it, like, thinking about that time, it was the next 10 of the actual releases for that year, and it was actually pretty good. Like, it was a golf game, it was a competent one, and it still felt, I think it was because we played it together. If I played it solo, I would have hated it.
A lot of the sports games I felt that way
I think it was actually well done. You got thrown in the dirt, you got thrown in the water, you got thrown in like anything else, and it was well made. Like, it wasn't anything amazing, it was like Tiger Woods ended up being, but like it was a lot more interesting than I expected, because a golf game, usually I'm like, fucking throw it away, not Mario Golf, don't care.
Yeah.
But at least we knew my number 9, which stayed on, which is SimCity, which is another simulation game. I'm surprised it stayed on, but it's actually pretty, I still like it. I don't know what happened, it's kept its spot. I can't explain.
Yeah, that fell right off my list. That was not happening. So number 9 on my list was F-Zero. That got knocked a little far back.
Yeah.
I mean, that didn't make it high on my first top 10, but it got knocked down a few here. I'll just go ahead and say Populous fucking sucked. That's like I think that's my most hated game right now.
Let me see. No, didn't make my list.
Yeah. I feel like we should start keeping like what is our least favorite game.
Yeah. Populous is
it
number
was Chessmaster. Now it's Populous.
Populous is absolutely 20. Number 20.
Garbage.
It'll be number 30 when we play our next 10. It'll be number 40 when we play our next 10. I highly doubt any game will suck. One did almost get there. I doubt it's on your list. That car game, that did not make it.
Oh, that was real bad.
That was pretty bad.
That wasn't as bad as Populous, but that was pretty bad.
Damn, what was the name of that one? It was RPM Racing.
RPM Racing.
Radical
Psycho Machines, yeah.
Sorry, what's your number?
Yeah, so F-Zero is my number 9. Number 8, it's still Hyperzone.
Okay.
So I'm not still. I got moved back a bit, but a lot of mine are going to be ones from the previous 10 for a bit. What's your number 8?
Well, speaking of Hyperzone, I actually saw a post on Reddit about a guy that just got a Super Nintendo. And
I saw
the game we
had.
was Hyperzone. I was like, that's not the best game to start with, but it's a good one.
He was excited about it. He was like, I'm just going to simple first.
For $5.
Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah. My number 8 is still Final Fight. I think it may have been a little higher before, but now it's 8 because it's the only side-scrolling beat 'em up I think we've played so far. Yeah, those are good until we hit the better ones, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
7, it was Paperboy, because again, it's great. Not much to say about that. Paperboy.
My number 7 was Draken.
Nice.
Moved up a couple of spots, but
Moved up. Oh shit.
sorry, no, it moved back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's like, wait a second, where was it before?
No, but that one was very unique. It still sticks out. My number 6 is the new one. Super Bases Loaded.
Oh shit, that's mine too.
I liked that one a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much playing by myself. I probably would have played for 2 minutes and been like, fuck it, baseball, I don't care. But playing with you, that was, just stealing bases was a lot of fun. Or trying to. I didn't really manage to most of the time, but we couldn't figure out how to hit well. Like, despite all the problems that we had trying to, like, throw the ball the wrong bases, stuff like that. A lot of frustrating things, but it was happening to both of us, and we still had a blast anyways.
Yeah.
And so that something about that game was special.
It's another well-made one, and I actually got told that Bases Loaded was on the NES. Like, this was after we played, and I was like, whoa, really? I went to look at it. It looks like crap, honestly. This game looks way better, but like a lot of the weird things, like, you know how it keeps the view of the backfield based off of the pitcher?
Yeah.
So before, it used to keep the view of the batter, so you'd be in the outfield trying to catch it that way. So you'd be like, oh my god, what? I mean, your controls are messed up at that point, so I don't know how that was fair. But this one seems to favor the pitcher.
Yeah.
Kind of. So, I mean, it definitely is an evolution. It's funny that all they did was, oh, super now. We actually make sense. So, yeah, that was my number 6 as well. My number 5 was Mario World, because I still love it. Still one of the best games ever made, but I feel like there were others in the top 20 that really pushed the boundaries of the SNES. Well, that was, of course, one of the originals, but it's still one of the best games ever, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
My number 5 was Pilot Wings.
Oh, wow.
That one still sticks out to me. It's unique. It's probably not going to stay in my top 10 for a long time, but it stuck out. And we really played a lot of garbage in the last 20 games. Like, we've had some really great ones, but there has been some true garbage that just not going in this list. But number 4, Great Ace 3. I'm surprised. I'm surprised a shooter is still this high on the list. But that one, I still think about like, hell, I should go play Great Ace 3. But
yeah, that's cool. 4 for me was Draken, which was my number 2. I want to say last list, but it did get bumped down, obviously, because you played some more games. So that's my number 4. It's still innovative. Like, even in the next 10, there hasn't been a game exactly like it. I'm looking forward to playing the sequel, which apparently is completely different. Not completely different, but it's revamped. Plays a little differently, and it's supposed to be like one of the best games that no one ever played.
Right.
So, but on top of that, though, like another God game that didn't make my list was ActRaiser at my number 3.
Okay.
Because people did tell me it's like one of the best SNES games ever made. It is one of the best I think I've actually played. I've played FF6 and other games, but this is like very unique. I like the whole kind of city planning, building idea behind it, and how easy it was to actually do it, because in Populous, as you saw, like, very hard to even get started, and in this game it's like, okay, plot this out, and then you go fight shit until this is ready to go, and then they actually help out, and they say, hey, here's what you need to do next, is we need these bushes burned down, we need you to cross this river, hey, we learned how to build bridges, you know. That's a really smart way to do a God game.
It's much more macro managing instead of micro managing.
Instead of sitting there going, okay,
I want this building to be right here,
and
that's got strategic value because then it's going to help these other buildings.
And having to tell a guy to basically patrol an area on a console doesn't make sense, especially not on the Super Nintendo. Like, now I can do probably on the PS4 pretty easy. Halo Wars did it fairly well. But back then they weren't thinking about it. They were just like, oh, it's the same game. People love Populous on PC. Put it on Super Nintendo. And it doesn't fucking work. No. That's the answer.
Yeah.
That's why it's number 20. Anyway, here.
So, let's see. Yeah, okay. My number 3, another shooter, UN Squadron.
Nice.
That one also impressed me. The music was really good. The animation was great. Like, just everything felt nice. I liked the mechanic that getting hit wasn't just instant death. It was, okay, well, now you need to not get hit for a bit and to recover your health back, but you're not going to get it all back. And, Yeah, that one stuck out to me.
Mm-hmm.
My number two is ActRaiser.
Wow. Okay.
So after we played that day, like I was just like, I love this game. Like I did not expect to like that game at all, except for the action stages. I was like, well, thank God ActRaiser 2 is just action stages. I actually went and beat ActRaiser after that day.
Yeah.
Like, I played it on my own and
Nice,
finished the whole thing. It gets really hard, but by the end of it, I found myself actually liking the overworld stuff more than the action stages.
Okay. Yeah.
It was such a joy to manage. The stuff that I normally just hate, I loved the most in that game. It was just so enjoyable, and so I just by the end of it, you're getting stuff from different towns that other towns need, and so like there's all this optional secret stuff that you don't have to do necessarily. Maxing out your population, there's all sorts of crazy tactics to it. Like it also depends on how well you've done during the level. Your score determines how many people you can have in your max population, stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
You have to like destroy people's homes so that after they've gotten their civilization up okay, well we can build level 3 homes. We'll get rid of these level 1 and 2 homes because something they build level 3 homes that have more.
They're way better, yeah.
There's just a lot of crazy stuff in that game.
Yeah.
And it ends in a boss rush against harder versions of every boss, and you only have like 3 lives. It was very hard.
I'm surprised Capcom wasn't involved in that game.
Right.
Because that seems like a Capcom staple at this point. I don't know how. Like I think even Devil May Cry, like one of them had a boss rush at the end. They're like, go fight some bosses. I was like, I don't want.
I'm surprised Resident Evil never did a boss rush.
Yeah, I guess it would have made sense in their world.
Yeah.
Luckily. That's cool, yeah, that's a good number 2. Mine was actually UN Squadron, your number 3.
Okay.
Because I didn't put Gradius or Super R-Type back in, because after playing UN Squadron, it reminded me, like, we're not at the arcade, like, we're not playing an arcade game, it doesn't have to be that difficult.
Right.
It's free to progress, and even then, UN Squadron was still difficult, but one of the things I really liked was that it gave you, like, the first kind of character-driven pilots, because 1942 does it later on, like some other ones do that.
Yeah.
Where like you hop in a plane and they have like different special things. You're like, okay, I get to pick this one. Then you got an upgrade system and branching, everything, and that's unique to me because Gradius and other stuff are like, no, you better do good during the level or start over. So UN Squadron felt more like a console side-scrolling, shoot 'em up versus the other two. So I definitely had to put that there, and also anime inspired, so of course, gotta get it. My number 1 though, for the second time, is F-Zero. It's hard to compete, and again, maybe it's the nostalgia factor, maybe it's just playing all these other games and realizing, but then we played a racing game, and that came out later than F-Zero, and it didn't take anything from it. And I don't care if it's 2 months away. They knew something was coming from Nintendo. They knew, hey, they're making something crazy over there. And so with F-Zero coming out, and then this crappy RPM Racer coming out, all these other games we're gonna play that aren't F-Zero, this is the best racing game on Super Nintendo so far. And just based off the ingenuity and everything else, and I think I'm almost 100% certain Hyperzone was the idea that led into it, or something about that. And though Hyperzone led into something else in this one, made it built off of that, whatever. Anyway, F-Zero, number 1. Done deal.
Okay. My number 1, not a surprise to anybody, Super Mario World! Oh yeah! It's gonna be my number 1 for a long time. It's just for a long time.
Is Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo?
It is.
Okay. We'll see what happens when that reaches.
So once that happens, like I'm gonna have to cheat and just make it Super Mario All-Stars plus World.
Yeah.
Because it's got Mario 3, my favorite version of Mario 3, and Mario World, and it's like,
that's gonna be the Mario 3, because Mario 3's in there, and World, I'm like, those are like 5 games in one. So we may have to figure out if we're disqualifying that later. So that's not technically one title, but man, it's a cartridge. But yeah, I guess that's our list. They definitely changed a lot. Like a lot of games that disappeared were pretty bad. Like Chessmaster had to be on the list.
A lot of games that made it off the list this time were games that were only on the list because it was 10 out of 10. We played 10 games and we were doing a top 10.
Yeah, and honestly, my list is
Participation badge.
I know this list is going to change dramatically again because I know we have, in fact, next episode, spoiler, we have Final Fantasy II.
And then after that is Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Which I hear is amazing and hard, and I love difficult games.
We just have a string of really awesome games coming up.
And I think some shitty ones in there too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a pretty good list, and hopefully you guys at home agree with some of them for now. So, yeah, anything else you think?
Fuck Populous.
Yeah, fuck Populous. Bye.
See you next time.